This is All Sports All the Time, episode 23, and we're starting out with Tyrek, Bryant modeling, I guess, is how we're doing that. This is episode 23 of season 2, the final episode of our what started out as summer sportscaster series, ended up becoming second half of 2023 sportscaster series. But yeah, this is the last installment. Not necessarily the last sportscaster that we will have on here, but for now, this is the last of the run of straight sportscasters every episode. So save the best for last, I guess, Tyrek. Don't want to set the bar too high.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fair. Before we get into questions about you, I want to start out with the biggest story in sports right now, current events. You are a Ravens fan. You got your Ravens quarter zip on right now. I've got my Eagles shirt on. Luke will be joining us later. We'll see.
Bird.
Go Birds.
Look at that.
Bird alliance between the Ravens and the Eagles. We'll see if Luke's wearing anything Eagles when he joins us, which he will later in the episode. So don't go anywhere for the Luke fans who are like, oh, Luke's not here, I'm not watching. He'll be here. Anyway, biggest story in sports that I want to get to right off the top to talk with you as a Ravens fan about. Joe Flacco's killing it for the Browns right now. How does it feel watching that?
Oh, I don't watch it. I mean,
You haven't watched Joe Flacco? Have you watched a minute of Joe Flacco playing?
possibly, but I don't remember exactly what happened. Probably got sacked by a Raven. Who knows?
So you don't care too much about. There's no like connection there still. You've just moved on.
After years of pain and suffering, following the years after the Super Bowl, one season I decided not to watch entirely because every time I tried to watch it, something bad would happen, a fumble, a pick,
Wow.
big penalty, and I decided to just let that pain go away and just play games on Sundays.
What do you remember? What season that was that you boycotted?
I do not know, but it was like a long stretch of pain while I'm watching this.
So what
Yeah.
was it that brought you back after your boycott?
Oh, it's just like how some dude named Lamar Jackson, I believe. Watched, they was like, oh, Joe Flacco injured, new quarterback, made the playoffs, lost to the Chargers in wild card at home to Philip Rivers. The next season, MVP, then lose to the Titans and divisional number one seed. Kind of hurt, but next season we beat them in the wild card. Marcus Peters stomped on their logo. It was beautiful. Then we lost to the Bills in crunch time the next round. Yeah,
No. So you got brought back by Lamar just
pretty
to
much.
experience more playoff pain.
At least we're getting to the playoffs.
Okay, so playoff pain better than regular season pain. I guess that's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I
At least
I can agree
you're
with that.
hope for something better.
Yeah. Yeah. So wanted to talk about that right off the top. Biggest story in sports again. We should probably introduce you so that everyone knows who you are. Can you just tell the people who you are, where you're from, favorite teams, all the background info?
My name is Tyrek Bryant. I go to the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting from Baltimore, Maryland. Favorite sports team, the Baltimore Ravens. I don't follow the O's, but I kind of did for like their last stretch. I
Bandwagon.
was, and then sure, and then I hopped into the Phillies because yeah, why not? Honorary Eagles fan. I follow Formula One. Um, Basketball, I don't really follow that closely. I just watch whatever seems good, close games. Uh, think that's pretty much it for teams. Yeah.
One of the more knowledgeable people on wrestling in our group.
Oh, yeah, I follow that too. Yeah.
Technically a sport, kind of.
It is. Yeah. Not everybody can take a bump.
Okay. What would your pitch be? Like if somebody hypothetically somebody tells you wrestling's not a sport, what would you say to convince them that it is?
When was the last time you saw a meaty man slapping meat?
So just like
Shout
the
out.
physicality of it.
Yeah, shout out Big E for the quote.
Okay,
Mhm.
there you go. How did you end up at the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting?
Like my freshman to sophomore year, they came to my school. I was in like this graphic design class, and like I, gave them information. Then senior year, they called me. Then I was like, okay. And originally they put me in like one of these writing programs, but I wanted to be in sportscasting, so I had to, fix it. And yeah, this was pretty much the only school I think I actually looked at, and I'm glad I did. It's been a great experience, a lot of fun, interesting relationships. Yeah.
Saying interesting relationships makes it sound bad instead of just like, yeah, good relationships. Like, well, interesting relationships.
Yeah. A lot of interesting, a
Full
wide
Sail's
range
got
of
a lot of
relationships.
interesting people.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Hmm.
that makes sense. Yeah, it is really interesting. Like, a lot of the people who come to Full Sail either didn't look at a bunch of other places or didn't look at any other places at all. I think that's just kind of because, like, the people who come to Full Sail are a different, they're like looking for something different. A lot of us weren't looking for a traditional college, so we didn't tour as many
Hmm.
places. Was there a point where you knew that you didn't want to go to like regular college?
I don't really think so. I just was like, oh, this seems interesting, nice. Could be something. I don't even think I really looked anywhere else at all. Yeah. One of my
Interesting.
teachers and one of my science teachers helped me look over my essay for a scholarship for here. So
Hmm.
yeah,
So it was Dan Patrick the whole way, nothing else.
pretty much it.
Okay. What's your favorite part about the program?
Opportunity is multiple things, but like the opportunities you can just experience. Like last 2 weeks ago, I directed the Pop Warner show, and that was like probably as close as I'll get while in the program to like actual TV. And I just liked it. I want to do it again. Um, when I was directing during like the first block, the A block, I was shaking apparently visibly because of nerves and stuff because I wanted to get it right and I messed it up. And I was also doing like more things than I usually do. I mean, I need to do it often, but like over communicating in some aspects. Um, yeah, looking even further ahead than I usually do. Yeah, that's what I think of. And also the people that I meet along the way. It's like I said, a lot of interesting relationships with a lot of people. Yeah.
That's crazy that like I've never been in the studio in a scenario where you were like really stressed. There've been a couple times where it's like a little like hectic, but
Hmm.
I've never personally experienced that. Like you're always the calm, collected, everything's under control person. So that yeah, that's really interesting that there was actually a situation where Tyrek was the one who was like shaking. Cuz
I think it
that
was just
happens to me all the time. I get
situation. I think it
huh?
was like the situation and like the pressure. Because normally they said the show is like aired the day after or so, but we didn't have that time. We had to get it. We started shoot filming at 5 o'clock for live to I think it's called live to tape, and we had to get it done by I believe 8 or 8:30. So we couldn't mess up or anything. So I think that pressure really forced it out.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense because yeah, you're basically live. If you don't have time to mess up, it's like you're live almost. So that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. I always feel like when I'm on camera, like I feel myself like I think kind of the opposite. Like it feels like I'm shaking more than I am. Like I'll look back at some takes, I'm like, oh, I thought I was like shaking, but I don't think you can really tell. So I don't know what the difference is there. But yeah, you also talked about the relationships. I would say you're probably the best at our group at networking, but in like a very natural way. Like it's not traditional networking of like, here's my business card or like follow me. Like just like it's good natural networking that you do with people.
When I
Um,
came here, I was nothing like that.
really?
Kind of, no. Oh, well, you know that, but yeah. Uh, to myself, didn't talk to many people. It's just was chilling to the side, just vibing, I guess you could say. I don't know when it actually started to where I was just like, hey, what's up? And meet people and things like that. But yeah,
What do you think changed?
I honestly don't know. It's probably just because my presence everywhere I've been is reason why I've met so many people. Have a lot of fun.
Maybe that could be it. Just like you do you enjoy being here more than you did high school?
Yes.
So that could be it.
Like
You're just like more invested.
in high school, I just woke up, went to school, and went home. And the only difference my senior year was I went to work instead of going home.
Okay, so yeah, that's my official guess is because you're more invested in this. You just yeah, you care more and that's yeah, man. I'm picturing all these different Tyreeks that I've never experienced. Nervous shaking Tyreek, not outgoing Tyreek. Like these are
I'm
different
pretty,
pictures that
I'm pretty sure we have different personalities depending on where I'm at. But yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. People switch, but um yeah. Yeah, I would say you're probably like the best natural networker that we've got here because it yeah you know a bunch of different people you've like brought people into our group um and just yeah yeah
Just because when when I put them in a group chat, then Joe just comes over and like, Tariq,
there have been hits and misses but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take as they say what was appealing to you about well, we'll start with what was appealing to you about sportscasting coming to the program, and then later we can get into directing specifically. But just when you got to Florida, you're thinking about the program and stuff. Like, what was appealing to you about it?
um, j- well, this man named Chris Mouton, when I first came down to visit, like during the summer, it was just me, my mom, and then like him because I was the only person during the tour. And he like spoke to me for like at least 5 minutes just about the program and stuff. He let me hold the TVU. I was scared to hold that. I felt like I was going to drop it, and I was barely holding it. It was kind of like far away. But then like first week, orientation week, I just went there. And since then, I went every day. Seems pretty cool. I was just trying to learn as much as I could, and I think I don't think that answers the question, but yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Like you came in and like it was it the studio itself that like caught your attention?
I would say so.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Because then, yeah, you saw it and then you were there like every day from the beginning. So,
Mhm.
okay. So you came in, that was appealing to you. And then what was it about directing specifically that hooked you? See, this can't help but smile.
Um, it's just a challenge, something to that I know I can get better at and I could possibly do for a career. Um, it's just a lot to learn with because I've been done every position and it's not a challenge for me anymore, but directing, it gives me that challenge. I have to, you know, help other people out while I'm directing, tell them what's supposed to be happening so the show can run smoothly. And when you get like a nice show, everything goes nicely, looks beautiful, it feels rewarding. Yeah. Sure.
Do you have a favorite memory from directing?
Honestly, like you hear some other people say, I don't remember what happens in the show because you're not focused on the words and content. You just make sure everything's running smoothly, looks pretty. But I'm just gonna say popcorn show again because of like the atmosphere, what I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but the importance of the show and how we had to get it out
Like the
and how
environment that you were in?
yeah, yeah. Shout out Conrad. He was a producer and his head was spinning, and I think I helped him out a lot, especially because our relationship, we can joke around but can get things done at the same time to where it's easy for both of us. But
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, I believe that. That was you and Conrad make a good team. So yeah, that's not surprising at all. What are your goals? You alluded to getting a job directing, but what are your goals in the industry?
just be a good director, have a nice long career, um, be somewhere that, well, I will be known a lot just in general, and people think of me when they need things done. They can call me, I'll show up, direct something like big, um, get an Emmy. Those seem nice. Um, yeah, sure.
Is there like a dream thing for you to direct, whether it's one event or like a dream job where you're directing something?
At one point it did pop in my head to direct like Ravens game, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea because I would be watching the game too much, which is something I shouldn't do.
Mm.
So probably directing like I would like to direct live action games because it's like you get to catch reactions of people and that's always fun for me. Don't haven't got too many chances to do that, but when I have, it's been fun, especially having caravans run around to get it quickly. But studio shows, that's fine with me as well. Over the break, I'm gonna be looking at jobs so I can have one when I graduate in May. So
Mm. Yeah, same. Job hunting is scary. I'm like Christmas break, but also got yeah. I'm gonna be on LinkedIn a lot over Christmas.
yeah.
So yeah, we'll both be doing that. Um, do you have any like aside from the industry? Do you have any life goals right now?
Um,
I don't know about that smirk. That scared me.
I'm saying no. So
Okay, just focused on job
uh,
stuff right now.
sorry, I looked up and all I see is a missed snap and a Raven safety.
Oh no! What?
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry.
so
Probably we got to turn the TV off at this point.
this is going to be coming out. Um, Today is Sunday the 10th. This will be coming out Tuesday the 12th. So you guys know what happens in this Ravens Rams game, but currently it is tied 20-20. Or did that make it 22-20?
Mhm.
The Rams are up 22-20, and they're going to get the ball.
That's what I'm trying to
So
teach you, so I don't see nothing else.
that is quite unfortunate for them. Ugh, man. Okay, so that was our Ravens game break. Um, Luke is about to be here, so before he joins us, we'll get one more question. What is your best story from your time at Full Sail?
So I'm quite sure I have a lot, but some reason I don't remember them. So I'm just gonna go with the kickball tournament.
Oh, we've already
Um,
had that. Robert took that one.
um, I I don't know
It
because
is you.
nothing comes to mind that's like right there when you ask the question.
People
Probably
have
something
struggled with
involving
this
either
one.
Cole, Conrad, Chris Mouton or our class. It's probably something in that realm.
Yeah,
That
wait, if I give you a category, does that make it easier to think of a story? Like your favorite
I don't
in
know.
class moment.
Let's say new media tools. Oh no, Debbie's class.
What
When
from Debbie's class?
Elijah, the accident.
Oh, one of our classmates getting in a car accident is your favorite moment.
I mean, that's not my
That's
fault.
interesting.
It's, us as a collective unit in the group chat. Um, you know,
Yes.
things did not, it started supportive, but some people made it go down and then brought others along with them. So things just got, funnier and funnier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
That probably shouldn't share jokes that were made just because yeah,
Hmm.
that group chat is insane. Um we've made a lot of jokes about if that group chat ever got released, it'd be a problem. I think that is probably the worst we've ever like hidden our laughter in class. Like there were so many times where someone audibly snickered at something was said, and
But just cause a chain reaction.
yeah, normally we're pretty good at that. Like we can say stuff and like react internally, but like we could just not hold ourselves together that day. So that yeah, that's a good internal story. Sorry to everyone listening who has no idea any details about that. Um, tough. Uh,
Oh,
sorry. um, but yeah, it is it. Whenever I ask that question to everybody has kind of like a bit of a tough time. They're like, oh, there's so many. I don't know which one to share. Like it. It's kind of I think probably because it all like blurs together so fast. We're in an advanced program, and we're in Florida, which I think has the two of those things together makes all of my memories here blur together because we're in an advanced course, we're going fast. And also just like mentally, I can't differentiate memories because the weather is the same all the time.
mhm.
I don't know if there's like
Understandable.
I don't know if there's a phrase for that, but like back home, we're both from the Northeast. Like I can remember something and be like, oh, that happened in like around this time because it was cold outside or warm up. But I'm like, here it's just like everything that happens, it's sunny and 70. So
Except for the last few weeks, which have been great. Cold air,
that is
just in
true.
time for us to go back home and not freeze as much, but still be freezing and wearing puffer jackets that I normally wouldn't wear in 30-degree weather.
Yeah, it's nice. It helps us kind of like adjust a little bit before we go back. We've talked before about how we've gotten soft. We've been in Florida now for over a year, and
70 degrees and 60 are a little too cold for me.
yeah, we're it's 60 degrees out and we're wearing jackets. We're like, what are we doing? What happened to us? So, just a heads up for anyone who comes down to Florida. I think 1 year is like, in our experience, the mark.
Probably once you go through the summer, because your body really is like,
Yeah,
ah,
that's
yeah,
true. Yeah, yeah, because we've only gone through one summer. We came at the end of the summer, went through the first one, so that makes sense. Yeah. Um, there was something else with best story. Do you have a best in studio story or experience?
it's probably just like one-liners of Chris,
Oh,
just in this.
that can you share your best? Do you have like a top three Chris Mouton
I,
quotes, like
I
best things he said that you can repeat?
Yes, but well, that I don't know. I know
Okay,
Conrad keeps like he has in his phone he has a book full of like Chris's quotes.
that's
Every time he
great.
goes when he just like I gotta write that down, just rushes to do it.
Just repeat.
Um, see, my brain works probably differently than others. I don't remember every single thing, but if it pops up in my head, I'll have it and then lose it in like a couple seconds. Even when people tell me their name. I was like, okay, cool. Then 3 seconds later, I'm like, so what was your name again?
Hmm.
I did that Tuesday at NXT. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dad is terrible at that, remembering people's names. He's one of the only people who watches every episode all the way through. So sorry for calling you out, Dad. But um, it's been a thing where yeah, he can't remember names. He's really good at faces. Names can't do it. So
I think I've gotten better with names. It's just as long as I see you like consistently and often, you'll be good,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
we'll form a relationship of our own.
yeah. Like Chris, like you have to be in the studio
Oh
for
yeah.
a little while for Chris to remember who you are, for that to be
You
retained. So
see your face a lot, do something good, or osmosis, or you do something really, really bad.
mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. Poof, Luke is here magically. Welcome, Luke.
Thank you. Thank you for welcoming me. Yes, thank you.
He's here just in time to do our Go Birds draft. There are Luke, you gotta do the thing. Yeah.
Oh, he
I'm
just
not a
like
huge
that.
fan of Tyreek's bird noise. He goes rah, and it
Tyrek,
sounds more
I
like
loved your bird noise.
like a
I think
dinosaur.
you're
Doing it, one thing I expected now, so I gotta keep doing it.
I I don't think it sounds like a bird. It
I know.
sounds I don't know what it sounds like. It's like a wounded
Right.
cat, maybe.
Yeah, probably more of a cat.
Yeah, but we're doing the Go Birds draft, and that means that we are going to be drafting players from the 5 NFL teams that are birds: the Eagles, the Cardinals, the Falcons, the Ravens, and the Seahawks. The way it's going to work is we'll do a snake draft. We get to pick a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, a tight end, and 2 defensive players. So you'll have 6 players on your team total. I have a suggestion that I would like to propose to you two. Do we make it that, since there's 6 spots, do we make it that you have to have a player from each team?
Are there 6 bird teams?
There's 5, and then you get like one more. That would add like a real extra twist to it of like you
Yeah,
have to get one from each team. That really adds to like the strategy. But if that's
Yeah.
too complicated, we don't have to.
No, I think we can do that.
Tyreek doesn't seem.
It's gonna be something.
I think that
I think that makes the strategy of it really interesting.
Yeah, that'll add an extra layer for sure.
And then you do have your one wild card, so you'll have 2 from one team.
So is Eagles, Seahawks, Falcons, Ravens,
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just thought of more people.
Does anyone want the first overall pick?
I feel like we need to I don't know, figure out a way to randomize it.
Tyreek's it's funny. Tyreek's raising his hand. You can't see it in his box because he's in a thin box. And there's Tyreek, you want the first overall pick?
Yes.
All right.
I don't know what's a safe choice.
The well, guests are first. That seems courteous. Luke, you want to just rock, paper, scissors for second and third?
Yeah, sure.
Live.
Can
If
you
you're okay, yeah, you're good. I can see yours. If you're listening to the podcast, I highly suggest watching. So, right. This is tough over Zoom. Wait, hold on. Are we synced up enough?
That way.
If we go rock. Okay, ready?
Pape.
3, 2, 1. Rock.
Oh wait,
Pape.
I thought we were
What?
putting below the camera and then showing it.
Wait, what are we doing?
I'd say since we're on Zoom, there's probably some sort of delay. We
Yeah.
put it below the camera. Tyreek says go. and
Okay,
then
I like
show.
that. All right, and then we just hold up rock, paper, scissors. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't forget to add like Western like music when they're doing the stare down and.
That'll be in post.
You ready?
Okay.
No, he was so
I heard him say go and I put it up. I had scissors ready. Dang it, we messed this up.
I believe you. I believe you.
Okay,
Dude,
so
what
does that
was
mean
Tom
I get
Brady?
the second pick, or does that mean I get to choose if I want second or third? We should have
You
established
get to
that.
choose, man.
I would
That's all
like
you.
the third. I think I want to go back to back.
You want the wraparound? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And also, then it looks nice because the way the framing is here for the people watching, it's Tyreek and then Luke in the middle and then me. So that's like it goes with. So the Go Birds draft with the first pick of. Let me redo that. With the first pick of the 2023 Go Birds draft, Tyrek Bryant selects.
Louisville quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Wow, that's an incredibly biased pick. What a start. Okay. I shouldn't be surprised by that, but
I'm pretty sure many of mine are going to be biased until they get taken.
okay. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. All right, first pick, Lamar Jackson. So your quarterback is off the board. That's another part of this strategy is like where do you go? Which position do you take for? There's a lot of strategy in this now that I'm
It's
thinking
tough.
about it.
It's tough.
So
Wait. Are we? Did you say we're sticking to like one team per like position and stuff?
yeah, you have to when your team is done, you have to have all of the teams accounted for. So there's 6 spots, there's 5 bird teams. So you'll have one team that you have 2 players from. Everybody else you have 1 from that team. So like you can take 1 more Raven.
I feel like the Raven I want to take is going to be gone by the end of this.
Will it get back to him? All right, Luke, the second pick.
This is tough.
The beginning is really hard. There's so many options. I think it'll get easier as we go.
I'm gonna go. Arguably, we're doing 2 defensive players, right?
We're doing 2 defensive players.
Arguably one of the greatest defensive players of all time. I'm sorry, Tyreek. Give me Ray Lewis.
Another, yeah, that's. I mean,
Gone
Yeah.
immediately.
I think, yeah.
I wasn't sure who to choose, him or Lamar, but I mean,
Yeah, that's a good pick.
You chose wrong.
Hard to go
All right,
wrong
Owen.
with.
Who are you taking with the 3rd and 4th pick?
Hard to go wrong with Ray Lewis there. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with a scarce. First, I'm gonna think about scarcity. You have to have 1 player from each team. I look at the options of teams. The team that I see as the weakest overall, talent-wise, just thinking about their players, is the Cardinals. So the best Cardinals player I can think of to take, Larry Fitzgerald as my wide receiver. So good luck
Yeah, that's a good
thinking
pick.
of other good Cardinals players that are on Larry Legend's level.
he went to the team soon.
So I feel good about that. And then I'm going to take one of my defensive players. I'm going to go to the Falcons and take Deion Sanders. Arguably the best defensive back of all time. Cornerback, at least. So my wraparound, I go Fitz and then Deion. And we're back to Luke.
Pick quickly.
Pick quickly. Hold up now.
You're on the clock.
I'm on the clock. Well, that means I got like 2.5 minutes, so fine.
Oh, yeah, I guess. We don't want to have that, the official... I don't think we're going by the official NFL clock rules, but okay.
Jeez. This is tough here. Because it's like... Okay, Owen, I do not like that. And Tyreek, why are you looking at your wrist like that? What are you doing, boy?
What's in my wallet?
There's no watch on your hand.
Just have to use your imagination.
I thought you were going to do the bird symbol.
Your imagination? All right, well, I guess while Luke's taking his
Sounds like
time,
this
we'll check in
line-
on the Ravens, where they've taken the lead. It's 23-22. They got a field goal. They're up by 1 now.
Should I turn the TV on or?
I think you could. They have the ball and they're up 1. It looks like they just got the ball back, I think.
Oh.
It's a first down. So there is hope.
Okay.
You're lucky this isn't live, Luke, and I can cut this out.
Yeah, I know. I was not ready for that. I was not ready for
I
that.
thought she was actually.
I didn't think you were gonna go to Fitz in the first round. That's what I was gonna take.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Cardinals is rough. I can think of like 1 or 2 other guys, but I don't think anyone on the Cardinals matches Larry Fitzgerald level.
So I'm thinking of somebody who played for the Cardinals. I just don't know what his career was like on the Cardinals.
Just name him. Just name him.
Oh yeah, wait. Did we mention that at the beginning of this? These teams are based on how they were in their prime with this
that
team. So when you're looking at these drafts and thinking who had the best one, think of that player on their prime with the Bird team.
In Lamar.
All right. I'm gonna. Do I want to do that? No.
So sorry, I interrupted you. We forgot to give that context of what we're drafting based off of prime. So you're thinking about the Cardinals, and do you think this person had his prime?
He definitely his prime was not with the Cardinals, but I don't know. Like if he still had a good career with the Cardinals, it could be worth the pick.
I mean, we can look it up on
that. I'm looking it up right now.
Okay,
if that's legal.
Yeah, that's legal.
That was like Jeopardy music playing in post production.
Luke loves Jeopardy, so he would be fine with that. Luke and I.
No, he did not play. I mean, he didn't play bad with the Cardinals, but it definitely was not.
It wasn't.
Probably not worth the taking.
You should go Emmitt Smith.
That's what I was looking at.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he definitely fell off with the
main,
Cardinals.
Yeah, I knew his main prime was like with the Cowboys, obviously. I didn't know if he like kept that up, but he didn't even have a 1,000-yard season with the Cardinals.
Yeah, he fell off like running backs tend to do. Good thought though. That's a good candidate. Yeah.
That's tough. I can't even do that. So.
It's hitting him now. You got back to back, Tyrek, so you better come prepared.
I remember
after all this time.
You can't shoot. Oh yes, I can. So Ed Reed.
You could. Whoa! Luke might take him. He might pair Ray Lewis and Ed Reed.
No, I'm not. I'm not making the Ravens my wild card. I feel like there's better options.
Rather make the Eagles your wild card.
He ain't picked yet.
No,
I have no. Tyrek, don't do me like that, man.
Actually, as I'm thinking about this now, the Lamar pick at quarterback is looking better and better because there's actually, between these Bird teams, there's not a ton of like great all-time quarterbacks.
All right, I didn't really want to go here this early, but we're gonna do it. Give me Steve Largent.
Oh, a throwback! I love that pick.
Had one of the best wide receiver careers with the Seahawks, and so yeah, I wasn't gonna draft him, but I was going to draft Larry Fitzgerald, but that didn't happen. So I'll take Steve Largent. I feel like that's a great pick at wide receiver.
Yeah, Luke with a nice pool in the second round. Wow. I think that was worth the wait. Steve Largent. Wow. All right, Tyrek, you got back-to-back now here, second and third picks.
Ed Reed.
Okay. So you cannot pick another Raven now.
Yeah.
But a good pick, Ed Reed.
And I don't know if you should have told me to turn the TV on, but
That's
Ed Reed, and I'm stuck between either because AJ Brown is going to like get better with the team, but then you also have Julio Jones with the Falcons, of course.
Of course.
Not Eagles Julio Jones?
You don't want wide receiver 3 Julio Jones?
You know,
not number 80?
Yeah.
Sure, Julio Jones, Falcons.
I like that pick. I think I would take him over AJ Brown. Like just prime. Prime Julio Jones was unstoppable. So I think that's a good pick. We've all taken wide receivers. So wide receiver, we're done. Wide receiver is gone now. Everybody's got their wide receiver locked
Since
up.
we're done with that, anybody think we missed any wide receivers
Oh,
that should have been taken?
that's a good, yeah, like top wide receivers.
I know T.O. played with the Eagles for a year. How did he do there?
He was fantastic on the Eagles.
Mhm.
Eagles T.O. would have been an option. Yeah, he was pretty dominant. There was somebody else who, I mean, the Falcons had Roddy White also before Julio. Eagles, A.J. Brown was obviously an option. Seahawks, you could look at DK.
I don't think
but
he's
that's not quite
that
yeah.
much. Yeah.
I think we probably got like the Ravens don't have like a historic wide receiver. I think we got the top guys
Yeah.
at wide receiver. Yeah, I'd probably go like Roddy White, AJ Brown as like the first guys out. I'm sure we're missing somebody old that somebody will comment like, how could you forget about this person? But that's how these things go. So
Yeah.
yeah. So back to you, Luke. Your third pick.
Yeah. Let's see. Who do I go here? Going between two people.
Oh.
Did you think of someone, Tyreek?
Can I
Yeah.
steal Tyreek's pick here? Is the question.
Again.
What do you mean by still pick?
So if you thought of somebody, I'm gonna try and take him. Just kidding. Give me. Give me LaShawn McCoy
Ooh.
at running back.
Dang it. I was looking at that. Okay, that actually
Yeah,
that makes
LaShawn
my life
McCoy at
easier.
running back.
Okay. That makes my life easier.
When I was a very itty bitty child, I had a LaShawn McCoy jersey because I was a child and I just wore what I was given. But he was a great running back for the Eagles. So
Yeah,
there's my Eagles right there.
that's a good pick.
Being the number one to go is a disadvantage looking at hindsight. But
Yeah, it was a bold move to pick going first.
I didn't realize how badly impacted I would be.
Yeah. I mean, you've got a good team. Like, we'll see how it plays out. The second half of this is going to be big. I was between two running backs, LaShawn McCoy and the guy I'm about to pick. I feel like running backs, there's not a lot of good ones
No, that's
to choose from. So
agreed.
I want to take my running back before Tyreek can take one.
So
I'm going to go Seahawks, Marshawn Lynch.
That was the other one that I was between him and
that's
McCoy.
what I was
pretty
going for.
much.
Because imagine Lamar Jackson and Marshawn Lynch, you know?
That would be nice.
Those RPOs will be nice.
Yeah. At the goal line, you can't do
Or
anything.
just the option plays. You either hand it to
And we would actually murder the ball
Marshawn.
in certain situations for sure.
Yeah, that would be almost impossible to stop. My next pick, I don't quite know where I want to go. Because I don't know what position to value the most. I don't have a quarterback. I would like to get a quarterback. But also tight end is still a position, and I feel like there's not a lot of good tight ends similar to running back. So I think I am gonna have to double up on Falcons. The Falcons will be my team that I have two players from, and I'll go Tony Gonzalez on the Falcons. I'm sorry, Zach Ertz. I love you. I hope you come back to the Eagles, but Tony Gonzalez is a top 3 tight end of all time, and I can't pass that up.
Yeah.
So back to you, Luke.
Oh, man. This is where feel like I only have one option here at
One option. Oh.
No, I'm trying to strategize here. Let's see, I have an Eagles player, a Ravens player, and a Seahawks, which means I still need Falcons and Cardinals. So, with that being said, give me Matt Ryan at QB.
Really? Okay.
I think I
Prime
think that
Matt Ryan is very good.
there are definitely are better QBs among the Birds teams, but I think Matt Ryan still had a solid he had a solid career. He had a really good career. I mean, maybe fell off towards the back end a little bit, as do most QBs.
We're
But
doing prime.
I think that sacrifice of maybe taking Matt Ryan over some of the other QBs was no, I guess I'll stick with.
I mean, you take prime Matt Ryan. That's an MVP. MVP Matt Ryan.
Yeah,
is his prime version.
Yeah, no.
Tyreek's got
I'll stick
MVP.
I'll stick with Matt Ryan.
So you both have MVP quarterbacks.
Yeah, I'll stick with Matt Ryan. Prime Matt Ryan. I'm gonna run that. Yeah, we'll go with that.
There you go.
Get my Falcon out of the way.
All right. Now we go to Tyrek for another back-to-back. His 4th and 5th picks. Used up his Ravens options.
So I know I need another defensive player,
Uh-huh.
a tight end, and a running back.
Correct.
So tight end, let's go Zach Ertz. Yeah, because I can't think of anybody else.
Dang it, Luke. We let the best Eagles tight end go to the non-Eagles fan.
I wanted. Oh, that was dumb. I should have taken the tight end because he wouldn't have taken a QB, and I could have taken QB next round
And that's the strategy.
before Owen gets in. Oh man, I missed on that.
And since I can no longer choose Darius Slay, let's say Earl Thomas III.
Ooh. That's a good one.
That is a good pick.
You kind of got your pick of Legion of Boom. I like that pick.
My secondary is on a lock.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I just need a running back from the Cardinals.
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a Cardinals player. Yeah, that's the last pick. We're going to all be boxed in of like, I need this position from this team. So that's fun. Okay. So, Luke, this is your 5th pick. You need a tight end and a defensive player.
And I need a Cardinal and whatever other team I want.
Yeah.
Have the Cardinals ever had a good tight end in their entire?
Zach Ertz.
I mean, yeah.
Take Zach.
Zach Ertz might be.
And let's be real, he didn't play great with the.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know enough about Cardinals.
I think
history.
there's so many better options at tight end or at defense than a Cardinals defender, but I can't think of a good Cardinals tight end.
I don't know enough about history. I bet
Who do
they
you still
had.
have to-
Yeah,
what do you still have to draft?
I'm not telling you. No, I still have to draft a quarterback and another defensive player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Cardinals history. I bet they have like an old tight end who is really good because the Cardinals are like one of the oldest NFL franchises in history. So I bet they have someone from like the 50s who was like an elite tight end.
Yeah.
And is in the Hall of Fame or something. So Yeah. Cardinals fans, let us know who your best tight ends are. Your tight end doesn't necessarily have to be from the Cardinals, though, right?
No, they don't have to be, but I
Okay.
didn't want to pick a defensive player from the Cardinals.
Oh, I think you'd have better success.
I think I mean, yeah, I could
can think
definitely
of
have
one
success
guy.
there.
You
But-
would have success there.
Oh, hey, this guy from 1963 to 1977.
Did you just look someone up?
Well, I looked up. According to this website, athlonsports.com, he's the 13th best tight end to play the game of football.
That's not bad when we're picking from bird
So-
teams.
We're gonna take Jackie Smith from the St. Louis Cardinals.
The who?
The St. Louis Cardinals.
Who?
The St. Louis Cardinals.
The baseball team?
No.
They
It
were
was
the
a football team.
They were the St. Louis
1960
Cardinals?
Apparently, in the time frame of somewhere between 1963 and 1977, they were the St. Louis Cardinals.
Wait, what? At one point, there were 2 St. Louis Cardinals teams?
Probably not.
I don't believe this.
I mean, that's what this website says.
I don't know if I trust this website now.
No, it's true.
Oh wait, no. Okay, now another website says the Arizona Cardinals.
No, they were the St. Louis Cardinals.
Let's see.
There's a running back in the choose.
From 1960 to 1987. So, for almost 30 years, there were 2 St. Louis Cardinals? How did I never know about this? This is shocking.
Those who watches the Cardinals.
Huh.
That's a good point.
They moved from St. Louis to Phoenix in 1988. Wow. I never. This is. Hey, we're in sportscasting. We're learning our history here.
Yep,
St.
so I'm gonna
two St.
take
Louis
Jackie
Cardinals.
Smith.
That's wild. Jackie Smith of the St. Louis Cardinals. Huh.
That's a deep pool.
Fascinating. Okay.
Not my choice, but well, I mean it is my choice, but I wanted to leave that defensive spot open because I'm gonna take a great defensive player.
Oh, well, I think I'm going to take a great defensive player right now. I think this is where I win the draft with the greatest defensive lineman of all time, Reggie White, as my Eagle. Yes.
I wanted Reggie White so bad. I should have just taken him.
2 times you should have just taken the guy and not
I
waited.
just thought it. Oh man, that's okay. That is a-okay.
Getting Reggie White at the end of the 5th round is ridiculous, in my opinion.
Yeah, that is a great pool.
so-
I should have just taken him.
I really, really appreciate you guys giving me that one. And I'm taking my quarterback last. I believe I boxed myself into a bad corner though, because
Good luck.
because I don't have a Raven yet, and that's where I messed up.
Oh no.
Bill Flacco. You was
I've
talking about him earlier.
crushed
Let's
this-
go.
I've crushed this
Golden
draft,
MVP.
but now I think I have to take Joe Flacco as my
T-Rod
quarterback.
Taylor, RG3.
I think I have to take
Trace
Joe
McSorley.
Flacco.
Yeah, Trace McSorley.
And dude, if I take Trace McSorley, I mean, we have people vote for this online. I think I might win that. People would be like, "Oh, Trace McSorley."
That's because of that.
That might get me the win, actually. But I think I go Joe Flacco, and I do it with the spin of we're doing prime. If I take Super Bowl Joe Flacco, that's a good prime.
Oh,
like me taking-
more of the defense and
That's like
Hey! I need you of all people to support Joe Flacco.
2017 playoff run.
that was more of a team play, I would say. Jacoby Jones kickoff return.
Okay, all right.
Say turn out the lights.
I will be taking for my quarterback Super Bowl MVP legend Joe Flacco.
Where is he right now?
He's currently on the Cleveland Browns and playing well. Who knows? Maybe I'll be taking prime Cleveland Browns Joe Flacco. No. So yeah, that's I felt
That's 3 touchdowns in the pick.
fantastic I thought I had the best draft by far up until this very moment. I blew it at the quarterback position, much like the Ravens franchise when they won their first Super Bowl. They were fantastic, and then Trent Dilfer was their quarterback, but they won anyway. So
It's like Joe Flacco.
go Birds. All right, my team is complete. Quarterback, Joe Flacco. Running back, Marshawn Lynch. Wide receiver, Larry Fitzgerald. Tight end, Tony Gonzalez. 2 defensive players, Deion Sanders and Reggie White. Really, this is a team that is stacked, and they're just going to carry Joe Flacco. All he has to do is distribute the ball to his fantastic wide receiver, Larry Fitzgerald, his tight end, Tony Gonzalez, and then you run it a bunch with Marshawn Lynch. We're fine. I feel totally fine about this.
You said that type of role on this team.
This will be a Brock Purdy situation where the Niners are amazing around him, and then all he has to do is facilitate, and everybody's like, he's the MVP.
Because he is the MVP. I was just saying this just because of my
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's move on from that.
I messed up. I messed up big time here.
We're all struggling with this last pick. What do you need?
I
Luke?
messed up big time here.
What do you need?
I need a defensive player,
Okay.
which I didn't mess up with that. I've got a few guys I could go here,
Okay.
but I made some huge misses in this draft that I could have. Oh
Man.
man, I messed this up. Now I got a good.
Brandon Stevens.
I initially laughed at Tyrek for taking Lamar as a homer pick at number 1, but I think he ended up with the best quarterback. It's between
You have Matt Ryan and Joe Flacco.
It's debatable. Hey, prime. These are in their prime.
Oh man. With this last pick.
Prime Matt Ryan was really good. I don't want to put down Matt Ryan.
I'm the only one with a mobile quarterback.
This is true.
No.
Matt Ryan and Joe Flacco, same draft class.
Yes. And only one won the Super Bowl. Imagine losing.
Oh, which one do I go here?
For a play-by-play, Tyrek, again, while Luke's taking forever, 2 minutes left in the Ravens game.
I know who I'm gonna pick. It's
They're
just
down
between 2.
5. Lamar has them at the Rams 14.
Yeah, a lot of passes that are like close to the ground. Couple scrambles from Lamar as well.
Okay, do you know what you got, Luke?
Or do we need to throw to
No, I'll go Brian Dawkins.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Hall of Fame safety, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Otis Anderson? Because, yeah,
What did you need?
a running back from the Cardinals. So
Ooh. Otis Anderson. Okay.
apparently he's rushing leader all time. So yeah, from the St. Louis Cardinals as well.
There you... Oh, his nickname was OJ. Because his middle name is Jerome. So there you go. Yeah, he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. And then he never won an award again for the rest of his career. But yeah. Yeah, he had... He had 7,999 rushing yards for the Cardinals. One more yard would have had 8,000.
Mm-hmm.
Just missed it. But yeah, his prime was real good. Technically you'd probably say that his rookie year was his prime. He had 1,600 yards, 8 touchdowns. He averaged 100 yards a game, which is crazy. Also caught for 300 yards. So he almost had a 2,000 yard season his first year. So just to give people context, if you don't know, because I didn't know who Otis Anderson is, that's a solid pick. So there we go. The final teams. We'll have a graphic for this, but it's Tyrek with Lamar Jackson, Otis Anderson, Julio Jones, Zach Ertz, Ed Reed, and Earl Thomas. Ooh, double safeties. That's fun. Luke with Matt Ryan, LaShawn McCoy, Steve Largent, Jackie Smith, Ray Lewis, and Brian Dawkins. Luke's defense is going to kill someone. If you got hit by Ray Lewis and Brian Dawkins at the same time, you will die.
Imagine getting like sandwiched by them.
Sanders.
You will die. Yeah, if you got like upended by Ray Lewis and Brian Dawkins.
Here's the question: would you want to get hit on the top by Ray Lewis or Brian Dawkins, or hit on the bottom by Ray Lewis?
Bottom.
Like, which side would you want to get hit?
No, like which?
Hitting one side,
Who do you want?
Who do you want hitting which side?
I imagined it Brian Dawkins like flying across the top and Ray Lewis going low.
Taking out your legs. That's what I imagined.
That's how I imagine it happening. I think I would prefer the opposite happen.
Yeah.
I would die either way. So kind of a lose-lose.
Yeah.
So yeah. Luke's defense, heavy hitters. And then my team, I think clearly the best team, Joe Flacco, Marshawn Lynch, Larry Fitzgerald, Tony Gonzalez, Deion Sanders, and Reggie White. So there it is. Tyreek's double-up team was the Ravens. Luke's double-up team was the Eagles, and my double-up team was the Falcons. So we all had different double-up teams. That's fun. A little twist there. And yeah, we'll post this and have everyone vote on it there. So you can discuss it in the comments. Go follow All Sports All the Time on Instagram. That's where you can like officially vote on this. So if you're not following us on Instagram.
Big misses. I'm so upset with myself. I feel like
give me a hug.
I feel like I really feel like I could have had a top team there if I would not have made some of those misses.
You really could have stolen them from
you threw me for a loop with that all birds teams, and then all strategy went out the window.
Yeah, that's adapting on the fly.
If you're not a sportscaster, they don't teach me how to do that.
Get it? Birds fly.
That's so funny.
Thank you. I tried.
You sportscasters are good at adapting on the fly. I'm not. It's not me.
Well, we will find out the official results of who had the best draft probably in like a week or so later when this comes out. So go Birds. That was the all-time Birds draft. If I title this all-time Birds draft, do you think it'll get into like the bird watching algorithm and they'll be like, oh, I hope they drafted bald eagle number 1. Like, do you think there's any confusion there?
Would the bald eagle be the number 1 pick?
No, I believe the harpy eagle would be the number 1 pick because they're just massive and terrifying.
How big is massive?
Google a harpy eagle, and that yeah. Oh, you're both gonna. All right, Tyrek and Luke are both gonna learn about harpy eagles. They live in the Amazon rainforest, I believe. They look terrifying. They're also huge. They like fly around and just snatch monkeys and sloths out of trees. And yeah. So
is that the right bird?
I believe the harpy eagle would be the number 1 bird.
Is that the right one?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. These are the top 10 ranked birds as of
You
2021.
Google top ranked bird.
Top 10 ranked birds as of 2021. Okay. Number 1, the northern mockingbird.
No.
Northern mockingbird is well known.
No way the mockingbird is agree.
You might have dropped it.
Oh, Tyree, quick play-by-play. Tell us what's going on with the Ravens game.
Started 17 minutes, 20 left. Lamar Jackson throws a Zay Flower. He may or may not have dropped it, but they're saying it's a touchdown at the moment.
3rd and 17?
Yes, in the red zone. Football move. That's touchdown.
Oh, wow. With a minute left.
And we're going for 29-28 Ravens.
Holy cow. This has been episode 23 of season 2. We've got one more episode left in the year 2023. This is our last of the Sportscaster series. This is also our last where we are all online because the last episode of 2023 will be back in person.
What?
We haven't planned at all what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do something.
It's gonna.
That's
You
what-
guys know if you guys are longtime watchers, you know that any episode where we've been online for a while and then we go back in person is always a great episode. So you will want to be there for sure.
It's like, you know how family reunions are kind of chaotic? It's like that.
Yeah.
Dyeing their hairs again.
There's a lot going on.
If we signed Zach Ertz, me and Owen agreed to bleach our hair again.
That's not true. I didn't agree to that.
I have a signed agreement from
Yeah.
Owen.
I did not agree to bleach my hair.
Yes, you did.
I have a signed agreement from Owen.
Are you holding up a knife?
Wow.
No.
Wow. I don't.
Okay, episode 23. I'm gonna go into hiding.
Go,
I'm
Big Bird.
supposed to screw colors.
See you guys.
Sorry.